There's nothing. There's nothing out there when it comes to being an APD waiver provider, providing services for medical complex clients in a home setting, res have, and how does that look?
Not even that, just even the application process.
Yeah.
When the idea even comes to you that, hey, I think I want to do this, there is very minimal content on even where to begin, how to navigate with AHCA, how to navigate with APD. That stuff is not available to you, and it takes months when you're dealing with any type of governmental funding. And the less that you know, the longer that process takes. So having sources like yourselves to be able to fill in those gaps is vital. It's vital. And whoever's watching this video, do yourself a favor and start from the beginning.
Yes, from the beginning. Video number 1.
We found one video. It was like, no, I need to go back.
We need to go back to the beginning.
Because I need to know everything. And it has really, blessed us.
I don't want to build that.
Yeah.
You good? You got your shot? Ain't nothing in your shot? And none of this stuff in your way? You good? I'm just making sure I want you to have it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's relevant to a current client.
Okay.
That I have and I want to obtain.
Okay.
Is what the question was related to. Okay. So I was telling you I have these 3 clients. 2 of them, they were living in the same group home for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
40 years. One's 50, one's 60. Mm-hmm. They have another, you can want to say brother because that's how they kind of identify themselves as. That is now, that was in the group home with them also for 40 years. Mm-hmm. He is now in a nursing home. Mm-hmm. G2, bedbound. Mm-hmm. Some speech, but mostly nonverbal, diabetic, and now is requiring 24-hour nursing care. Mm-hmm. The WSC. Okay. The 2 clients that the 50 and 60-year-old, they all have the same WSC, along with the guy that's in the nursing home. So the power of attorney, who's over all 3 of them, wants the client that's in the nursing home to come into my home because they've been together for so long. Not only that, I provide nursing services and I'm capable of taking care of him. I have nurses on staff that can come in, but I pretty much work my business. I'm hands-on.
Gotcha.
Right? So the WSC is giving me a hard time and giving the POA a hard time about sending him to me and wants him to go to another agency that apparently that's all they do is a 24-hour nursing care. They've been around longer, and she feels like it's a better choice.
But it's not the WSC's choice. It's the POA's choice. And if the POA says no, this is where I want him, the WSC has to.
Yeah. So she's giving her a lot of pushback. They don't have a guardian, so they're still confident. They have that. Yeah. Even though they can't make decisions, they have.
And did the WSC do the SANS yet to get the funding for nurses?
I want to say, I'm not sure because I went to go visit him in a nursing home to go lay eyes on him myself to see, okay, exactly how does he look? Yeah. Because the way she was saying is, oh, no, like, pretty much I wouldn't be capable. But I'm like, I'm a nurse, and I do this, and he's not.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He's complex, but he's not that complex to where I feel like he would be unsafe with me or the staff that I have.
So she has to do the SANS, whether he comes to your house or another house, she still got to do the SANS appropriately to get him the nursing funding.
I want to say she has because he's going this home that she's trying to place him in. That's all they do is 24-hour nursing care. They don't accept anything
in the same area.
And that's another thing. It's like 45 minutes away from the POA. Again, she's been in their life for over 20 years. Yeah. So it's almost like this WSC is like blocking it. And the issue with
the POA has the power.
He has the power.
He has to do what the POA wants.
Coming into being a new provider, right? Got approved in May. Got my first client June 1st. Well, 3 clients June 1st. And navigating the do's and don'ts. These WSC workers trying to connect and develop relationships with them, healthy relationships. it's hard. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
What advice can you give Erica and I when it
Bridge
comes
the
to
gap to create
creating that and put like we're both we love to talk. We're not shy. We love to connect. So what advice can you give us?
Be you.
Okay.
Show up as who you are, the way
Okay.
you are, with the energy that you have. Because in every room I walk in, I come as me, and people come as them.
Mm-hmm.
They may not be interested in my energy or my high or me trying to connect with them and know about their home and share information so we can work together and collaborate. Generally, no one wants anything to do with that.
Yeah.
But that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your problem, right? You come in as you with your energy and you do you, and the people that are going to fit and work for you, those are the ones you're going to connect with and know the relationships you want. And the ones who not trying to connect, don't worry about it. Like, that's not where your focus is. Your focus is going to be on the ones that are receptive and want that, because then you can work together. And guaranteed in every room, it's going to, like, one time I handed the flyer to the lady and she was like, well, I got my own group home I need to market for. And I was like, yeah. And if I got a client that matches yours that I know about yours that don't work for me, I can refer them to you.
Sure.
But people aren't thinking like that.
Yeah.
So you just be you with your energy, and you extend the olive branch. If they take it, they don't. Move on to the next person.
Right.
Like, you don't have time to try to change somebody else's mind, because they who they gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
But you be you, and the right relationship will come. I have great relationships with my WSCs, the ones that I have. But also, if I have a WSC that's not working, I make sure the parent is aware of their options. Like, if this one isn't working for you, you can request a different WSC.
Yeah.
And anytime I meet one that's a good one, I try to keep a list. So if I have to refer one to a parent, I can say, I've met these people, they're good. Maybe try one of them if you want to make a switch or something like that. But also, you make sure that those parents, power of attorney, know if the end all is you. The WSC cannot place that individual without the POA signing off and saying yes. Without the POA on that transition call saying yes, nothing happens.
Okay.
So if the POA is saying you make sure the POA knows of their rights and power.
Right.
Because if the POA says no, this is the home I've selected, the WSC has to do that.
That
You
makes
cannot
sense,
block
because a lot of times they're not even aware of the power that they have.
You have to
be
make
in
them
the
aware.
military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to know, so you can inform all the players of what their actual rights and powers are, so that they can't do that.
Okay.
In our case, it seems more the WSC is wanting to place this particular consumer at this group home because of the familiarity.
That's what it is.
But I almost equate it to, like, we both have nursing backgrounds, so it's almost like having an intern and then having an MD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's experience with that MD. They've been vetted.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times, us coming in in the place of like an intern, a new provider coming to the table, sometimes your eyes are sharp.
Fresh look, different thing, yeah.
Fresh views on
You
things.
don't have the bad habits of the people who have been doing it and figured out how to skip some steps and got a little lazy.
Hard area to that seems to.
Well, you're nurses.
Navigating with WSC.
Don't think about that.
Yeah.
I have no nursing background at all. And I opened this home, right?
Yeah.
And all we do is nursing. So if you think about it, I really feel like the way you think about it, that's your energy and that's what you get. Fuck that. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter that you do. It don't matter that I don't know nothing about nursing from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's all it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This what I'm doing, this how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You either gonna rock with us and come on, or you gonna get left. And that's it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them or what they think or what they might think. You know what you're doing. You know why you're doing it.
Right.
That's the only thing that matters. You do it and you do that good job. And everyone who needs to understand that and see it and know, they will. And that's it.
Yeah.
So in the very beginning, you have your group home, you got your license, you have no consumers. What did you initiate to be able to market yourself with your WSC? Because the emails.
I did. I got my license in October.
Yeah.
And as referrals came out, all I did was wait and look at the APD referrals. And then finally by like March, a referral came out. And I was like, okay, we're interested in this one. We said yes. We went and did our client visit in their home.
Wait, hold on. Real quick, pause.
You say
A referral came out.
Yeah.
On the APD.
Yeah.
And when you responded, you were able to get something back.
So I responded to the email, one,
Okay.
and then I called all the numbers on the support.
Oh,
You got to call the numbers.
Listen.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that,
Oh,
but then
that's
I
the only
said, I don't want to.
If you respond to that email, nothing happens. No.
That's okay.
You respond to the email, And then you
Oh,
call
man.
every number on the support plan to say what you offer,
Yes.
to
Okay.
ask your questions about the client.
Okay.
I then email every email on the support plan. Here's my flyer. Here's us. We're interested. This is what we offer.
Yes. Yes.
Can we schedule a visit for you to come out
Okay.
in the home?
Yeah.
Can we schedule a visit for the client?
Okay.
And then you finally get
Yeah.
somebody.
Okay.
Somebody eventually answers the phone or returns the call, and you can coordinate that stuff. But if you just respond to the email, the
You can-
referral, and say, I'm interested,
0.
Like they say, just
because none of the parents are on that email chain.
Yeah.
It's just the WSC and some APD people. But nobody that moves anything. You need to get that parent. But the parent got to say yes to make the WSC move.
Yeah.
So call all the numbers, email all the people a couple times, make sure your flyer is attached, and you're saying what services that you do, and eventually you get somebody
In
back.
one of your videos, you said that if I'm not mistaken, that on the list, instead of being up under the nursing as a nursing provider, you're up on the standard.
We're all standard group homes.
Well, standard,
Yeah.
but it's two different lists that you can receive referrals from.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's
Remember?
like ambulatory,
I don't
non-ambulatory,
remember, wasn't it?
and there's a nursing list.
It's a nursing list.
And or there's or non-nursing, basically.
Yeah, but you can't be
nursing or
on both.
non-nursing. You can't be on both.
Yes.
So the lady who sends them out for my area, I just call her randomly, talk shit. Hey, I'm just checking in and see what's going on. How's your day going? Just chatter up. I noticed I hadn't been getting any referrals. Let me check and see. How am I set up in AHCA? Let's look, just in case something wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's off. And she saw that it had my house full one time, so she had to fix it because if your house full, you're not getting referrals.
Well,
Yeah, she was like, I just sent this referral out, and I noticed you didn't come up on my list. I was like, see, I told you.
Wow.
But you're just calling.
Wow.
Of randomly calling her. Yeah. Yeah, so you call people and you build those gaps. So I will call her. Hey, it slowed down. I noticed I ain't getting them. Do I need to move to others? Let me see. But now what she does, she just send it out to everybody.
Okay.
Because I guess she got enough calls of people being like, hey, I'm not seeing stuff. So she'll send it out to everybody. But you two will work together, right? One of you get yourself on one list, one of you get yourself on the other. Referrals come out. Everybody see the referral. You understand? Now you can't forward it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's partnership. Exactly. Work with. I go to every APD quarterly meeting. I show up with my flyers. I sit at the APT table and work the table and sign people in. Find out who they are at their WSC. I slide in that flyer. And AP, once I sit down at that table, they be like, "Oh, you gonna do this?" They get up and walk off. And I run the table.
So they have them in person?
Yeah, quarterly meetings in person.
And not every region, though.
Not every region. So I'm in Central, and right now
Zoom.
they're back. They went to Zoom for COVID, but now they're back in person.
So ours is for Sunday.
Yeah.
It's Zoom.
You know what else you can do? The person that puts that meeting out, you can call APD and say, hey, I would like to present on the WSC quarterly meeting. I would like to present on the Zoom. And they'll give you time slot because I did a presentation on it.
Yeah.
So you just ask questions. Just try all the shit. All they can tell you is no.
Yeah.
Just try all the stuff.
I didn't even think about that.
This is our first marketing effort. Everything else has just been we wait for the APD referrals to come out because I was focused more on like getting the operations down, learning the medical shit, and getting the staffing clear. We just started marketing. So we're 2 years in and now I'm marketing. I'm here at an event where my target consumer is to market to them.
Sure.
But I didn't. Up until that point, I didn't market. I just built relationships with whoever was in my orbit. So whoever I was interacting with APD, they know my house name. If I call the nursing team at APD, they've been to the house. I called them. I said, hey, I opened a group home here. It look real nice. Look at these pictures. I look nice, don't it? Why don't y'all come on over?
Yeah.
And so I had the head of nursing for my region and her team come to the house to do a tour. So when they see me or hear my name, they know because I be in their email. Anything pop up, hey, I got this client case. Let's talk about it. How does this person not have nursing? And so I'm calling them enough. I'm emailing them enough. I'm in their face enough that they know who I am. And so if I have an issue, I usually can get a resolution or a response. And at every meeting, I'm walking up to you again. Hey, how y'all doing? I ain't seeing you now. I'm just, but that's all I can do. And that's the extent of the marketing I have done. And everyone in my home, one came a referral. Everything else was word of mouth from somebody else connected to that original move-in. So I'm not doing nothing special. And this is special, right? It's my first marketing attempt. I think it's going well. Doing a presentation here, being a sponsor, having a booth, a lot of eyes. Who knows what will come of it, but you know. And maybe I'll do some more marketing later after that. But this is as far as I got so far. So don't worry about marketing so much either.
You are marketing because that YouTube shout out.
That's a separate thing.
It's there. I mean, you are helping providers like Erica and I. Absolutely. You know, who is coming into this.
You're gonna make me do more
limited information.
The people
no,
it is
like
like
seriously.
vital content.
Seriously.
Because it's not, I don't know, I feel so unfortunate to say this, but you know, in our community, I don't know why, and I hope this reaches somebody. If you have something that can help somebody else, it costs you nothing to share that, because what's for you is for you. And you never, that stuff comes back full circle.
Yeah, I get that. And that's what the YouTube does for us.
Yeah.
But then the reason we put a price on coaching costs is
Of
because
course.
now you want me to
When you
edit
get
my
into a
schedule, sit
personalized-
and one-to-one.
Yeah.
And now there's something
Absolutely.
else I could be doing that's furthering my business that I'm taking time away from to do this.
100%.
Yeah, so I try not to do that a lot. We can do YouTube all day. He can just follow me around with the camera, and if somebody gets something out of that, great. But I still,
That's the point.
I'm doing what I gotta
Don't be
do.
afraid to pay for the information to get to where you
Now,
were
I'm
trying
saying I don't
to
like
go.
to do that. I don't like that. I
Sometimes
understand.
it is what it is. Don't be afraid. I have never been afraid to compensate somebody for their time, and that's just
I
that.
am, y'all, because I'm cheap.
Minimal.
Oh,
There-
listen, there's nothing. There's nothing out
Zero
there when it comes
content.
to being an APD waiver provider, providing services for medical complex clients in a home setting, res have, and how does that look?
Not
does
even
that
that. Just
What is
even the
the-
application process.
Yeah.
When the idea even comes to you that, hey, I think I want to do this, there is very minimal content on even where to begin, how to navigate with AHCA, how to navigate with APD. That stuff is not available to you, and it takes months when you're dealing with any type of governmental funding. And the less that you know, the longer that process takes. So having sources like yourselves to be able to fill in those gaps is vital. It's vital. And whoever watching this video, do yourself a favor and start from the beginning.
Yes, from the beginning. Video number one.
We found one video. It was like, no, I need to go back.
We need to go back to
beginning.
the beginning.
Because I need to know everything. And it has really blessed
And
us.
another thing
honestly.
that Erica and I ran into in the very beginning is the false hope. Because we are nurses and because we are wanting to provide nursing services, that you're going to be fine. You're going to get the clients. You're going to get, it's a high need for it.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. No.
That takes relationship building.
It's the total opposite.
Yeah.
It is a struggle to get nursing clients.
Yeah.
Who require that care.
Because the facilities have the relationships. They're there already.
Yeah.
As soon as if the hospital's calling the facility, they're automatically pulling them. So it's a little harder for
Bigger
us.
doesn't necessarily mean better.
Also, anytime one of my clients are in the hospital, they see us. They know we in there. They know our names now. We're leaving our flyers with those case managers. So now we're building relationships with the hospitals too. Like everybody's watching you. They see what you're doing. They see how you handle those clients. And all of them are potentially a future referral. So, you put your best foot forward. And that's what it is. I'm going to run back in there because, I'm popping out. Y'all in.
So I have a home. It opened. I took my first client June 1st. It's called Amora Home. It's out of Apollo Beach, Florida, which is right outside of Tampa, about 30 minutes outside of Tampa. It's co-ed, licensed for 6. I have 3 available beds. Accepting medical, nursing, special medical needs. Yes.
And I am also I'm in Ruskin, Florida, so I'm a provider. I have my final inspection next week. Exciting. So my focal point will be more towards supportive living clients. I feel like I connect better with individuals who just need that little bit of hand-holding to be able to help bridge the gap and really help them establish themselves in the community. So the name of my business is Care Calling. So again, Ruskin, Florida, I should have some information out shortly to be able to have people get in contact with me. But nonetheless, again, just to give you and Miss Antoinette your roses, because this information is needed. We have gotten so much from you guys. Even this impromptu setting up the camera. Absolutely. It's been great.